everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, we've lost several runs in a row because I am a super baddie. Let's try to get off of this fucking cycle, dude. Yeah, give me greed, give me the loss. See if I give a shit, okay? Here we go. It's loss time, boys. I'm ready. You scared? D6ZLRKK4. We should have won yesterday's... No! We should have won yesterday's lost run. So... I actually am fairly not intimidated by the fact that we have a lost run today. The lost is actually, like, I'm not complaining. I'm mostly just mining it for, you know, some ill-advised form of humor. However, the lost is, in my opinion, one of the most fun characters to play because even a one run can become a loss at any given point. How ironic. I had the Bushi, had the Chronic, and the Lakers beat the Supersonics, but, I like the fact that you're never really completely 100% set on a lost run. I mean, you can get pretty... I'm just going to close all the windows here that could be causing, like, a little bit of a frame rate dip. Freaking on the Austin Last Gray Wolf trying to talk to me about Zelda. Who gives a, you know, Breath of the Wild. More like Breath of the... stop talking to me about Zelda. Jeez, okay, here we go. That was actually just me turning on Cheat Engine to get Small Rock here. See, that was one of those jokes you shouldn't make, because if it ends up being Small Rock, a very small percentage of the population is going to take you seriously. Luckily, I'm, like, now without sin, because we just got a Spirit Heart that is useless for us. And a bomb. Don't forget the bomb. Okay, fair enough. Don't forget the bomb. Bum Friend. At this point in my life, I take Bum Friend because the chance for Super Bum outweighs the minor annoyance that I get from occasionally having my pennies be stolen. This is a tough decision, man, because, like, I don't want to die on this room, but I also don't want to use High Priestess when we're so close to probably being done. On this floor, I should say. And, you know, maybe get into the boss fight. Or on this room, I should say. Oh, it's a double floor! You fool. He's done it. He's done it! Look at that. Okay, that's, you know, don't panic. Tears up. Beautiful. Huge plays. Linger Bean is, like, pretty not good, unless this is one of those items that's so subtle that you barely notice it, and then later people go, actually, Linger Bean won you that run. Again, I mean, I do apologize for, my Isaac play as of late, but, it hasn't been like we've had Mom's Knife and died. I mean, the lost run was definitely the best run we've lost recently. And even then, I think you always have an excuse to lose a lost run. Dude, this is a tough choice, because, like, both of these are really good. But I think you start with the rune bag, and then hope to get a key later. And when I say this shuffle is really good, I don't really mean that it's, like, going to win us the game, but it is a semi-permanent get-out-of-jail-free card and a replacement for the D4 that we likely are not going to want to use anyway. But suffice it to say, I haven't had runs lately outside of dailies, which have actually been going really well. I haven't had runs lately where I've been like, you know, this run sucks and we won, you know? I've had a lot of runs that have actually been, you know, this run... I should give him the money so we can get a key for us. Like, this run's good. Or, sorry, this run sucks. And we lost. So there's an Awaz rune. I know that we could go to the shop, but I think that it's more valuable for us to take our key, get the shovel, and we get something that we can reuse as a way to, you know, get out of sticky situations. Sticky situations! Writings on the wall. Of course, if we also get a, if we're able to get a black market, that's actually enormous for us, because we can take every item in the black market for free, so there's a lot of value there. Worst boss here is going to get the High Priestess, because we're going to get a deal with the devil, and the deal with the devil gives us a great chance at, you know, seeing what this kind of run is going to look like. If we get Brimstone, you know what kind of run it's going to be. If we get Mom's Knife, we know what kind of run it's going to be. If we get a Krampus fight right off the bat, we get an idea of what kind of run it's going to be, unfortunately. Not that Krampus is necessarily bad, but it would be a nasty boss fight with limited damage upgrades and defense to deal with early on. Anyway, so High Priestess we probably use here. Yeah, Little Horn deserves it. Pacifier does Raise our rate of fire yet again. And then we get Guppy's Collar, which is actually great as the Lost. 50% chance to bring us back from the brink. We got a Pretty Fly from Book of Sin and the Shovel. We're going to keep the Shovel because the chance of Black Market is really good. And, yeah, onwards. Actually a pretty okay first floor. This is like... It's exactly worth the sum of its parts right now because the run is actually nothing to write home about in terms of, like, the items that we got. But, you know, we got enough middling items to actually make this not horrible. And I know, I'm a wild man for using my, orbital to deal, like, 80% of my damage here. Okay, that didn't hit us, thank God. Now we have a good chance to get through the rest of this, I'd say. We are going to use Cube of Meat to deal a lot of damage. We shouldn't do it on a room like this because, you know, damage that we take, we got to live with for a long time. So, that is a problem. However, I have confidence in our abilities here, for now at least. It's still an early floor. Now, what I am waiting for is a chance to, like, have the shovel guaranteed. That way, if I get hit on the curse room, I don't have to just die when I leave. I can shovel either into a crawl space or down to the next floor. I'd rather do the crawl space, but down to the next floor if we have to. And it's always, like, conceivable that you could get hit here. So, just grab that and then pop this down. And, you know, I'm of two minds right now. I'm going to try this. Bad idea. But the moon card saves us a bomb and it's get out of jail free, so I like that. I'm of two minds right now. One mind is, you know, save the shovel, use it as a get out of jail free. The other one is a black market could win you the whole run, so, you know, why wouldn't you be trying to get there at every available opportunity? I think they both are not without merit. Oh, secret room. Not that we need it because we have the fool card anyway, but there we go. There's a key. We will use... It's tough. We don't have to use the key to get into the shop. We could use a bomb, but I kind of want to get into this, double key room. Oh, we don't need to use a bomb. Okay, completely fine then. All right, I've jammed our donation machine with 1 penny, so... You took both of my luck upgrades. You are the worst. First of all, how dare you? Try this. Ace of Hearts. Not what we're looking for, obviously. I mean, we don't need Box of Friends or Broken Stopwatch. That just has a tendency to lead to disaster, I think. 3 bombs is ideal. I am actually genuinely salty about losing that, that luck upgrade. Or both luck upgrades, I suppose. Like, extremely valuable, dude. It has a multiplicative effect on the rest of the run. Give you great benefits, Yera. We don't need Yera yet. We might want it later. Thing is, with Alges, we can afford, especially with a Yera rune in reserve, we can afford to be pretty freaking aggressive here. Now, should we have ever done that in 100,000 years? Probably not. We got through it, though. And we got a speed upgrade. And we got a deal with the devil. This would be a great time for Krampus. Yes, because I have this Alges rune. I don't want Krampus's head, but I'm happy to bleed the Krampus penalty either way. There's Krampus's head. Okay. So now we can take Onsus with us, so we can use that on the next floor. So, Yera is valuable, but it's not like we're looking to double money or Spirit Hearts. Like, we're in a pretty good spot there. So, I think we want to use Yera at some point on this floor to get something, if we can. And if we can't, we can't. But, you know, Yera with Rune Bag, this shouldn't be our last Yera. So, yeah, I want to use Yera on the chest, but... You know, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. I think Onsus is more important for now. One of these days, dude, I'm telling you. Doesn't have to be black market. Like, just the crawl space is good. One get out of jail free, and this, like, is justified its existence. Magic Mush. Beautiful item. So many red hearts for no reason. Oh, thanks. Really appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave behind Yera for Ansus because it's just the right play right now. Unless there's some kind of consumable in here we can benefit from. You might as well get something out of it, right? I mean, we don't need the red hearts. Is there like a doubled... Can we double a 2 of clubs and at least get to 4 bombs? Is that our play? We could double the Ansus rune. That seems actually stupid, though. Did we use it? We might have used the 2 of clubs already. Okay. Well, goodbye, Yera. I'll see you later. It's not a goodbye. It's a see you later, okay? That floor was quite good for us. We burned off the guppy penalty, which can't be overstated. And then beyond that, we picked up Magic Mush, which is fairly huge. So get that map out of here before it ends up leading to you taking some damage that ruins your whole run. What are we looking for? It's always nice to have, like, an Ansus rune in reserve. That was terrible damage. But it's not damage yet. Or not an Ansus, sorry. And it's always nice to have an Awaz rune in reserve. Not Awaz, sorry. It's always nice to have an Algiz rune in reserve. There we go. Try for Mini Mush or something there. Yeah, it's probably worth doing. Now, this is actually, like... It leads to the possibility of a pretty unpopular decision. But Shoop da Whoop on a Lost Run is, with good damage, is pretty great. Especially if we can use it once per room. It really minimizes the amount of enemies who will live long enough to cause us problems. So, there it is. I do want to take it, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to use the shovel one more time. And by the way, and if you're going to be like, you know, you hate zaniness, you hate zaniness. How many times did we get the shovel to do good things for us here? You know? We gave it like... We got 4 or 5 plays on the first floor alone. It's only given us access to the previous floor. Egghead we take because it can negate damage and save our lives, even though it's a little boring. Plus it sort of looks like it's the me transformation, so I'll take it. As long as we can get 20/20 later, it's all worth it. Certainly we want to go to our curse room here. And I'm not going to, you know, sugarcoat it. We could die because of this decision to take Shoop da Whoop. Basically, all that would require is, like, for example, for us to take damage on this curse room. Which is absolutely plausible. But will not happen. So don't get your hopes up for that one, at least. Maybe in the future. There's our Yera rune that has returned to us. But the big deal right now is, checking out something from our shop. You know, we got the money. Why stand still as these enemies rush you down? Because my head got into it was doing a computationally expensive process. It was like, is it the right idea to use... Oh, jeez. I mean, Ventricular Razor also seems really good as the loss to just permanently bleed off your chance to take damage. Like, whenever you take damage, just leave, but... The tick is not bad, by the way. It's just, I don't want to ruin my ability to get other trinkets in the future. I'm going to stick with Shoop da Whoop. On a Lost Run, if ever, you have the ability to, you know, plan your own destiny without people breathing down your neck, I think. And this feels like the right decision right now. Especially, like, we're looking for AAA battery or 9-volt. Either one of those items absolutely, like, gives us the keys to the kingdom. Vergano. Of course, something like Goathead is pretty useful as well. We beat the odds to get a deal with the devil. We only got Krampus out of it, but we shouldn't see that as a negative, in my opinion, because we could have not beaten the odds and then had to fight Krampus later anyway. So, you know, getting that Krampus penalty out, and it is a penalty when you're not getting Shoop da Whoop out, or when you're not getting Lump of Coal out of it, is pretty important. Alright, we get HP. It's worth nothing. We're down to the next floor, but that's okay. You know, we got Shoop da Whoop on this floor, and that's worth something. And Egghead, which could save us. It would be great for me if we finished this run, and I could say to myself, Egghead never did anything for us. Just don't take any chances. You're guaranteed to take one hit on that room, so don't take any chances. If in that situation, that means we won, and we didn't take damage that Egghead had to prevent. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's like the ideal situation. I mean, you're creating enough battery charges that I feel justified in doing that. Mom's bra. We'll at least take, and then the mom transformation could be good, but probably will not be, as we all know from the 3,000 hours we played of this game. We also stand an okay chance to get a Yera rune. And by Yera, I mean Perthro rune at some point in the future. Like, Rune Bag, it's one of the few runes it hasn't given us thus far, I'd say. Hagalaz is great on that rune. Because we actually, at this point, we're ahead of schedule. We should start thinking about boss rush. Hagalaz. So a teleport card. I would give up a Yera rune for a teleport card. Obviously, that's not how it worked out right off the bat, but still. Now again, Nun's Habit, 9 volt. Nun's Habit, not Nun's Habit, sorry. 9 volt AAA battery. We will take Hive Mind, and I think we will take BOGO bombs just because we're low on bombs. And if we want to not be slow on bombs, we gotta go Mo on bombs. I don't want you to take that money. I need that money. It's my money, and I want it now. Just do one more room. Well, maybe I'll explore the entirety of this area, because the fact that there's more space up here, it's got me questioning. Like, what else is up here? You know, there's got to be some kind of secret or a special room attached to it. Save and shoot the whoop for the boss fight, but... And 2/3 chance of getting to this deal with the devil has me feeling pretty good. The Gauze... Shouldn't have used it, probably, but... The thing is, like... I'm weighing everything against the chance that Yera is gonna work for us on the chest. We could have taken the Gauze down to the next floor and purged, like, Curse of the Blind or something, and that would have been pretty useful, I guess. But, you know, there's a lot of situations in which it does nothing for us. You know, we get no curse, or, you know, the curse is Curse of the Unknown, which is irrelevant to us. Sure, you got me. Alright, let's do this. Sister Viz, what's your price for flight? Weirdly, I feel like that's actually my least favorite Sister Viz attack. Didn't get hit. Did not get hit. Okay, so I'm feeling like $1,000,000 right now. Somehow we navigated that chasm. Ooh, damage. Don't mind it at all. And a free demon, baby. It's not good. Well, it's not great, but it is free. And it actually is great. It's just not a transformation for us. So we're on the depths 2. This is a win if we get 9 lives here. So I'm glad we didn't, dude. Would have made it too easy. Joker card. Said the Joker was a wanted man. We got a Yera that did not Yera the Joker for us. You might not like this play, but I'm going to do it anyway. The reason you use the Joker right away is I want these damage upgrades and whatever else we can get as soon as possible. So, sure, if we get a deal with the devil on this floor, we basically wasted the Joker card. We could have used it on the Cathedral. Buddy, we might not even be alive when the Cathedral comes around. So I'm going to smoke him if I got him. And the Dark Matter pickup is exactly okay. Now, the reason this is actually a waste, I've come around full circle now that I've had some ambient processing time, is because it was a teleport card that we just threw away, which we totally could have used to do boss rush for free. So, let's try to mitigate the badness there by getting another teleporting ability. Hagalaz. And full health. Pretty much useless. Well, actually extremely useless, but... Good to know. Here's why it's not useless. Because it's in the rotation, so it's taking up the spot of a pill that could be bad, or could be good, but because full health is neutral, it's probably more, like, very, 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 very more slightly to be, bad to useless. Okay, we don't need the speed, but to get closer to spun is pretty good. You blow this up. It's a tough call, but I think you take Deep Pockets. Being able to carry 2 runes is useful. Useful-ish. No AAA battery yet. No 9 volt yet. So we're still gonna blow these up, probably. So right now we've got Onsus and Yera. Onsus is relevant, but not on this floor because we're so close to the end in all likelihood anyway. Yera is relevant, but not on this floor because it is unlikely to have Yera-able items, you know? So we shouldn't have used that there, I'll tell you that straight up. Might as well take the second hand. We got nothing else backing it up. I want to take Shoop the Whoop into the boss fight, and I also want the chance to look for a teleport card. So we are, I mean, we're way ahead of schedule. Much more ahead of schedule than I would have thought. So we're going to explore a little bit just in the off chance this works out for us. We can also maybe take the compass. We're closing in on it. Some strategy layer level misplays here. Oh, unlimited bombs. That's pretty good. Algiz is really good. It really depends on what we are worried about. Do we keep Onsus or Yera? Awaz. Awaz is a teleport, you dummy! Even as I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, come on. Like, you know, don't even worry about it. We might end up taking the Algiz rune right here. I don't know why this guy is, like, permanently afraid, but I'm a big fan of it. Surely dark matter... Maybe they changed status effects to make them more, ubiquitous, maybe is not the word I'm looking for, but you can kind of get the idea. So we got Yera Algiz. What's more important? Well, if we get the compass, we don't need Onsus. In all likelihood. Not that it wouldn't help, but we don't need it necessarily. So, 14 cents. Might as well. We've been fairly kind to our donation machine recently. Take the compass. Rewind it back. Or should get that make your booty go schmack. Sentence didn't really come out right. Please. I'm begging you. Don't make me pay for my mistakes. Shit. Okay, well, let's do this. We're in. We could decide to do boss rush. Although, it's probably the wrong decision. What do we got? Aura, number 1. Golden teleporter, mysterious liquid. We would definitely take purity if we could teleport out. If we can't, we can't. So what am I doing here? Well, mostly just raging against the machine. Just thought maybe like we could find a crawl space or something. Alright. I mean, that's my bad, 100%. But we're having a great run here. Would the run be better with purity? Yeah, I mean, we could get a ridiculous improvement with purity. I mean, that's an interesting Algiz operation down there if we needed a speed upgrade, which we not only don't need, but actually cannot benefit from whatsoever. These long-distance assholes are, like, by far the most annoying enemies to have to deal with right now. Dude, seriously? Okay, so we made it out of that room. Was a little scared. I think we're equipped pretty nicely here. It's tough, dude. It's tough. Because honestly, like, we didn't take damage. Egghead negated the contact damage. What a world. Honestly, we're very well equipped for this run at this point. And it's hard for me to muster too much negativity about what's going on here. We're not gonna fight Hush. That is, that's madness. Only one of them? After all that? Okay, why take chances, right? This is an annoying room for a lost run. We're gonna pop Algiz. Dust all these guys, and then go back for the other Algiz rune. The way that the last lost run ended... Or the reason it ended like it did was really just momentary, you know, blip in our concentration. So it's extremely important that we maintain our focus here. When there's one enemy left on a room, I got no problem running into him. Awaz is a get out of jail free, but Algiz and Yera are both also top tier runes for a lost run. We gotta make a decision, sadly. Do we use Awaz, or do we expect to not get hit? I expect to not get hit. We've done it. A little scary. With 0 luck, I don't really want to use money to play those that fortune teller. Okay, so we did get the deal with the devil again, and we got a pretty good payout. Rotten Baby's good. Missing Page 2 is basically useless. My Shadow is also basically useless as the Lost, but Rotten Baby with 10.18 damage is fairly solid. So I think now the game becomes, don't use the Algiz rune if possible. Of course, use the Algiz rune if necessary, but don't use the Algiz rune if possible until you get another Algiz rune. And then I think it's gonna be pretty tough to stop us if that becomes the case. Sure. I thought about picking it up, hoping for luck upgrades, but let's let this guy pay out. Maybe he can get some good stuff. I mean, we did spend 2 keys to get into this room, so... One makes you larger. Full health. Key. Chiari Mundi. Puberty pill. I mean, he gave us a key back. And we didn't lose anything except the opportunity cost, so... No skin off my scrot there. Totally fine. Don't get hit by that. Alright, what do we got? Super Lust. Okay, 9 lives is a win. It's not 9 lives, it's Yumheart of all the items. Of all the items. Oh, it's a Perthro. Okay, Perthro, come back. Stigmata is a mild damage upgrade, so we'll take it. 0.48. It's like a 5% damage improvement. Could be worse, dude. Like, I mean, it was worse. It was doing nothing for us as Yumheart. So, I will say, I actually forgot when we picked up Rotten Baby that we had also gotten Hive Mind earlier in the run. So this at least justifies the existence of Hive Mind. Double Yara Rune is extremely tempting. But I think it's too greedy. I think it only stands to lead to pain. Small rock, please. 1 small rock, please, sir. Yeah, I think it only stands to lead to pain. That's not Zane. Zane and greed are 2 different things. I'm not saying I'm the arbiter of, you know, what's Zane and what's not, but I have seen Titanic and Zoolander. So I'm fairly familiar with the Zane. In fact, I've seen Zoolander probably maybe like 8 times. I've only seen Titanic once, which is like definitely... You should invert the amount that you watch those movies. I mean, let me put it this way. One of them won Best Picture, and it wasn't, Derek Zoolander. Bearcano. Alright. Ah, yes, thank you. You are a beautiful creature. So our damage, our DPS is actually awesome now. With this Algiz rune back in... business. Just hoping we don't have to use it right now. Why take the money? It's habit. Okay, I think we might be able to avoid using Algiz. Flies are gonna do a ton of damage. Get him in there. Beautiful. Didn't beat the odds. Onsus, I mean, we'll pop it right now. Okay, so we have an Algiz rune we're ready to use on the next floor. I think we may have this one, but you probably shouldn't do your post-Isaac stretch before you're done. Keep in mind, you know, the chest is no joke, man. Come on, flies, get in there. So we're gonna have 8 items. I mean, in theory, if we got an Algiz rune if we got a Yara rune at this point, I might consider trying to take 2 Yaras down to the next floor, because we've managed to get the value, the security from holding our Algiz rune is not to be understated. You know, it gives us maybe a subtle effect when it comes to our confidence. Let's just peep this. That was stupid. We're just gonna go back for the Yara rune though, so it's not a huge deal in the whole scheme of things. Yeah, basically, like, I feel really good about this run right now. Isaac is a stopping point. Something could go wrong there. Hopefully not. But especially if it goes wrong early, we're gonna start to feel the crunch a little bit. Conceivable that just does not happen though. Yo, I can fly, dude. You're wasting your time. Okay, so we got Algiz, we got Yara. What's the goal here? I mean, I'm gonna check the curse room. Oh, no, I'm not, because it's not here. I'm hoping to get another Yara rune or a Perthro. We got AWAS, so we're just going to pop it because it's useless. Okay, so now the goal is don't use Alges. If we can get through this fight without... Ooh, just Bercano. If we can get through this fight without using Alges, we're equipped very nicely to deal with the next floor. So one way for that to happen easily is get as many or as much efficiency out of these rotten baby flies as we can. They're doing a great job right now. We probably got 2 more phases of this, and then we can double our chests on the Yera. We're probably off to the races as far as winning a run as the Lost. This is a really fun run. When you get a Lost run that can just, it sings even a little bit, you're like, that's good stuff. So we've still got Alges left for us as well. We got all the tools that we should need to succeed here. When you get a Lost run with like no damage, no orbitals, you're like, I hate my life right now. But this run is doing well. So Eve's Mascara. There might be a case for Eve's Mascara. Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, we're going to take it. Like, let's not be ridiculous. Take 8-inch nails as well. I can't even see my own tears. We'll make them concussive, and then we'll have our rate of fire to double our damage, which didn't even have our rate of fire, and then our damage is at 5.60, which is amazing. We'll take this. With the rate of fire of 1, it's amazing at least. Now, concussive fear tears, not really that good. And I have hampered a lot of things, if I'm being honest. I've hampered our use of Shoop to Whoop. It's not going to be as useful as it used to be. But I got to take Soy Milk and then make it work. Soy Milk quadrupled our rate of fire and halved our damage. That's a good, in the end at least. That's a good trade as far as I'm concerned. Although Rotten Baby might feel differently, and you know, if you factor in Shoop to Whoop, maybe you might feel differently as well. But mathematically, there's a case to be made that this decision was, if not right, at least not as bad as Soy Milk usually is. Yera. It's amazing. We just won because you doubled our Alges runes. You fool. You absolute moron. Can't you see that using Blank Rune was part of my plan the whole time? Oh, okay. So Death has got to go. Get dusted, Yun. Anytime you get hit, you just pop Alges. You know, we don't need 2 Alges runes to kill our boss. We need 1. We might need 0, but I'd like to have 1. The cube of meat is no joke, though. And, you know, got Rotten Baby doing damage in there as well. You got the Demon Baby doing damage in there as well. You got an AWAS rune that does nothing for you because it's garbage. You got the whole shebang. Judgment. I'm gonna blow him up. Mostly for timing's sake, but that spun 0.88 damage. It's not that bad when you consider that we have Soy Milk right now. Now, if only I could one day figure out what this item actually does. It'd change the game. No items. I don't care about the card at this point. Can't believe... Oh, no, I guess I can believe that blowing him up gave us an item. We are on the chest. This is a tough room. Okay, you pop Alges. There's no... This guy's so close to death, we probably don't need it against this guy, but why in the world would you ever test it this late in the game? You know, even if there's a 5% chance of it happening, it's going to make you look like a freaking idiot. Perthrow rune. I mean, there's items back there I don't really want, so... We should go... We will go back. You know, there's no excuse. We got good speed. And finally, I don't think we can yet say the slump is broken. I mean, for one, we gotta beat Blue Baby, and then secondly, like, it's just one run, and it's one run that was pretty stacked. So it's not like we, you know, beat the odds necessarily, except in the innate way that we probably beat the odds by just being, you know, the Lost and winning anyway. But it feels good. It feels like we played as well as we needed to play on this run to win. That's all you got to do. You want to win 100% of the time? Just play well enough to win. I mean, it's a little bit of a truism, and by a little bit, I mean 100%. It's circular reasoning, but at the same time, we did it. And with a little bit of Zane associated with this as well. I still wish the shovel had eventually worked out for us in any way, shape, or form, but hey, here we go. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.